everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup features two teams who both walked away with a notch in the loss column last week. It's the Broncos going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and to the newly renovated Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now Lynch on first down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. It's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Marty.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, it's Charles again. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down following the run. From the gun, it's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they're definitely showing blitz here. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, it's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. In motion, Julius Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jared Crick in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 65 yards on the ground. They run again with a J. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. And you remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season. 2
of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's a J. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Parkey's kick is good. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again on first down. Anderson. There he goes inside the 30. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 41 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First and goal here from the 2. They'll run Anderson. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch, eluding the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Ray Malaluga in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here. But I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In motion is Grant. On first down, it's Tannehill. Got a man, it's the former Bronco, Julius Thomas. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, look at the juke. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Boom,
Lynch gives to Charles on the draw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is That's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Now Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play for the Dolphins here on 3rd down. 45 yards. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tannehill on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
We do know that Miami expects to run Ryan Tannehill a lot less this year after he ended up having an ACL injury in 2016.
Partially torn, actually did not require surgery, which can be rare, but good for him that he didn't have to go through that operation. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw, Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Deep. Quick. Kill. Run. Jump. Hurry. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Time running out here on the play clock. Tannehill now to throw. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw is Tannehill. 20! Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Deep.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Getting the call is Anderson running left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady. Get those gains and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, Lynch. Screen pass to Charles. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receiver. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jared Crick, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
That stopped him in his tracks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And some space here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Lynch fakes it to Charles. Now he'll throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints have extended their lead in that ball game. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He gets away from one. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tannehill. Now a desperate. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They run it again with Anderson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Broncos, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad.